That was one of the greatest movies when it was made, man.
Now you have to answer to America. Fuck yeah. So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America. Fuck yeah.
All right, let's not get a copyright strike there. What is up? God, political violence, social discontent, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a crazy episode for you all. I am your host, Rick.
Yeah.
We got Dan with us.
What's going on?
We got Claudette. And Claudette, you might be mad about this because, I mean, you do it while you're here all the time. Matt can't be here because he's too busy painting his nails. Right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Claudette does it while she's on the thing all the time. I don't see why he can't.
Yeah, right?
Bullshit.
It's
Yeah.
And then you can just
Boyfriend to
slow
help.
dry.
It's America's birthday. So we're going to celebrate that, you know, a little late, but
See, the
better
thing
late
is,
than
boyfriend
never.
does his nails for him, and he's too embarrassed to put that on the recording.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
That makes sense.
Totally makes sense. Thanks for the like, Britt. And Jess, I saw that earlier. Thank you for the like as well. Yeah, so America, we're going to get into that here in a little bit. But first, I think it is time to get into some remote toast. We're going to do it a little different this month here. Claudette's going to do it for us instead of Dan.
Yep.
So what you got for us, Claudette?
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. So now he lays me down to screw. I hope this clown knows what to do. If he should come before I end, I swear to God, I'll bang his friend.
Cheers.
Cheers. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, ain't nothing more American than that. Hell yeah. I need to isolate just the America fuck yeah part, and we'll do that sometime. But anyhow, how we doing tonight, guys? Everything doing good?
Doing good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Doing right.
Good.
Yeah, it's been a crazy night. Some crazy shit has happened. And before we even get into that, I think that we should probably get into the list. All right. So for those of you who weren't with us last night, this is a new segment we're going to do probably, frequently, but we're going to go through a list, our top 5 favorites of whatever, or top 5 whatever we want to come up with. Last month it was people we want to interview. You should check that out. That was pretty interesting to see how similar some of our choices were.
Yeah.
But let's start here. Number 5. Who wants to start off?
Oh, my 5 is Rooster by Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains.
Rooster.
Yep.
Oh, they've come to snuff the rooster. Yep, that's a good song. I like that.
It just brings me back to high school every time I hear it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Those are definitely the songs that, yeah, for sure. I love nostalgia songs. Are great.
Yep.
Claudette, what do you got?
All right. Well, coming in at number 5, I'm picking Better Man by Taylor Swift.
Okay. All right. I'm ashamed to say this as a self-proclaimed Swiftie, but I've never heard a Taylor Swift song in my life, and nor do I intend to. But that's okay. I will take your word for it.
Like,
Sure,
she's a good person. I just don't want to hear her sing.
Exactly. Right. That's where I'm at on it. I think that's respectable, ain't it?
Fair enough.
It is respectable. Yes. Listen, I don't like all her songs, but I do like a lot of them. And but she is a good person. So yeah, very respectable, Rick.
At number 5, myself, I have a band that, I respect a lot myself. One of my favorite bands, but it's The Harm You Do from Mushroomhead. It's a good song. Check it out. I don't know exactly what else to say about it other than it's just badass metal. Okay, number 4. What you at? What you got?
4. I'll go Shoots and Ladders by Korn. Again,
Okay.
basic reason. I'm alone
Right,
in the
takes
car.
it
There's
back.
no way I'm not beating the hell out of the steering wheel.
Wow, like I contemplated putting a Korn song on my list, but like there's so many I like, and I just didn't get one on there. Like,
Yeah.
I actually almost had one, but it just didn't make my list. Korn was my favorite band growing up.
Well, again,
And,
not to cut you off there, but
go ahead.
the we were talking about it offline before we started this. Like, this is an extremely hard list to make.
Mhm. Yeah,
People
it
that
is.
listen to music and have listened to music.
Yeah, it's a super hard list. Like,
So, and it
there's
depends
so
what
many
mood
Korn.
you're in when you're making
Yeah.
a list.
That is true.
You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have a few songs that I know are my favorite. Like, I will never not be my favorite.
You can try to play to cheer yourself up or whatever, but
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, most of the time I don't know. All right. Anyhow, what do you got, Claudette? 4.
I picked "Marry Me" by Train.
Okay, Train, huh?
Train. There you go.
I think there's what song? What is their like big song?
They got a lot of songs. I don't know what they're.
I don't know. Well, like if you listen to them, they got a lot of songs. But if you don't listen to them, it's like
I've only had a couple main.
Thanks for like, Cindy. Right.
Yeah, I can't think of them right now. I was never a huge fan.
I'm looking right now.
No, but there was like one or two songs. That were, like,
Hey Soul
awesome.
Sister, Meet Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Calling All Angels.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about.
Or Drops to Jupiter is another one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm glad she's on top
probably
of that.
Calling All Angels. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, I heard all those.
I was trying to look. Yeah.
I didn't think I knew any.
Now my number 4 is like I've been listening to them nonstop for the last couple of weeks. Actually, probably one of my top 3 favorite bands. Rumors of My Demise have been greatly exaggerated by Rise Against. This song is semi an anthem to me. You know what I'm saying? But not only just to me, but like semi. There's a part of the song that reminds me of like what we're doing here, and like the one line from the song, "The time that we kill keeps us alive." That's how I feel like we're doing here. We're killing some time, keeps us alive, So yeah,
Sure.
That's where I'm at on that. Number 3.
Number 3. I Self-Esteem by
Say it again. You cut out.
lately. Self-Esteem by Offspring.
Okay. Yep.
Like, I don't know.
Awesome
And then again,
song.
I've been listening to a lot of them, like all their shit lately. But
Yeah. That is honestly that made my list. One that was in my list,
and they're running for it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The Offspring has been like it's one of those bands that got me like through like part of my high school years. You know what I'm saying? Just the Americana album was pretty. Was
Right, yeah.
I was in high school when that album came out. And that album was like kind of really, I don't know. It was kind of weird because there were so many people who loved that album, and I'm like, you guys don't even know who Offspring is. I was listening to Offspring before you were born. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we're like in the same grade, like
Or they cut their hair and cleaned up.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know nothing of Smash. You know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know nothing about these albums. But yeah, that's definitely a good one. What you got at 3, Claudette?
I have "Faithfully" by Journey.
Okay. I didn't think you'd go too long without getting a Journey song in there for some reason. I just kind of knew it. It was kind of one of those things that were there,
Yeah. Yeah.
Any reason, any particular reason, or does it take you back, or is it just one of those songs that you?
Yeah. I've always loved that song.
It's a go-to
but
song.
Yeah, definitely takes me back. It's definitely 80s for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, love it.
Yeah, takes you back to just right before 90s, Claudette, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
My number 3 is a song with parentheses. I love those songs. They have like 2 names. I don't know, but Up All Night, and then in parentheses, Frankie Miller Goes to Hollywood by Counting Crows.
There you go.
Nice.
It's simply one of my favorite songs. It's about dreams, and I don't know. It's we could play it every time we get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I've been up all night. I might sleep all day.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Story of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great album. That was the Hard Candy, right? It was on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole album was awesome. And funny, Counting Crows isn't on my list, man. And when I made it, I tried to keep I wanted a different band for every song, because
that's what
I made it. And it was like Zach Bryan for
That's a
5
good idea.
songs, and whatever.
I know.
Well, that just doesn't. I like a lot more music than that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just funny. Counting Crows didn't
make your list.
Yeah, get it on the top 5.
Right.
That was all I listened to forever.
Yeah, there's no way they weren't going to make mine. I mean, I could. It's like Korn. There's so many songs that I could pick that could probably make this list. Mm-hmm. But if I had to make one, it's Up All Night for sure. Just because, whenever, I'll be cleaning carpets at work and I'll put some Counting Crows on, and when that song comes on, I'm just belting shit out at the top of my lungs, and I'm sure people are walking down the hall like, that sounds like shit.
Yeah.
I sound good when I got my earbuds in.
Right on.
Yep. Exactly. Meanwhile, I'm totally off key. Freaking voice cracking. Hell no, I'm into it, man. I'm getting my job done. Just cleaning away.
Jamming away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, where were we at? We're at number 2 now, aren't we?
All right. Number Tool is I said number Tool.
Yeah.
Sober by Tool.
Sober by Tool. All right.
Sober.
Yep. Oh, you want to know what's funny for me?
Yeah.
This Tool is one of my favorite bands. They didn't make my list.
Yeah.
Either.
That's the way it is.
We need to have another.
I love more than 5 artists, man.
I have songs that I picked that were going to try and make this list, but they didn't make the list, even though it's literally probably one of my top 2-3 favorite bands. Yeah. And in fact, none of my top 2 are my favorite bands. My top 2 songs are from bands that are not literally my favorite bands. Yeah. But they're my favorite songs. But anyhow, Claudette, what do you got?
Well, number 2, I think this might surprise you guys, but it's Ooh La La by Counting Crows.
Really? Mm-hmm. Love it. Even though that's not really their song. Is it? Isn't that a remake of
the cover they did, yeah.
Yeah, it's the cover, yeah. But it's still a good song, and I love that song.
It came in very close second to Teenage Gravity for me.
Right. Ooh, Teenage Gravity. Why did I forget that song? I probably should have put that on there, dude.
It was really close, but I really like the last song.
That whole album is.
You guys are very you guys don't know that about me, I don't think, but I love them.
Yeah, that whole album is cover songs. Even Teenage Gravity is a cover song. I actually looked it up and listened to the original guy, and he's not that bad either. Yeah, it's different, but Teenage. Wow, how did I forget that song? That really should have made my list for sure. But okay, good
I'll have to
stuff.
check it out. I don't think I've heard that album cover.
Yeah, I gotta remember. I'll look it up and let you know what album that is here.
With the album, I can tell you right now. I have it right here.
There you go.
I have it on my play.
Yeah, I think it's
At this point, Google just directs Claudette's life.
Well, so this is Apple Music, actually.
Oh, you're on the app there, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have that for a minute, but
okay. Well, while you're looking at that up, I'll give. Where are we at?
Number 2. You're doing
number 2.
I think, yeah.
Claudette, you gave your 2. Ooh La La, right?
Ooh La La,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, my number 2 is Slide by Goo Goo Dolls.
Fair enough. And
Ooh, nice.
And it's my favorite song because it's or one of my favorite songs because it's me and Jess's song.
Yeah.
And it's our
Slide.
song. Yeah, and it's our song because like I was drunk one night and I started singing it in her ear when it was playing in the bar. She loved it.
That's
And here
cute.
we are. Here we are. It's a good song.
The
I like a
name
lot
of
of
the album,
songs.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
well-
is August and Everything After.
No, that's
Oh,
their first album.
That's their, yeah, it's not covered.
Oh, you know, this is a playlist. I'm sorry. My bad. I'll keep
Yeah.
looking. Go.
Okay. But yeah, I could have put a few Goo Doll songs on here if I wanted to.
Yeah. And there's another
There's a
one I
few of them
should have been on my list because they're almost local. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I like their older stuff. I've listened to some of their new stuff and it's not very great. It seems like they're trying to go like more poppy, which is fine. You do what you got to do, you know? Yep. You got to do what you got to do. But I mean,
make the money.
That's how I think that's pretty much how their career is gone. You know what I'm saying? They play what was.
Oh, I know, dude. Their first album was like death metal. Like there was, dude, the main lyric of the one song was, "I'll beat your ass with a baseball bat." Like just hard. Like, yeah, I bought it. These were back in the days of Columbia House and shit, you know.
Right, yeah.
Like, I like Goo Goo Dolls. I get the album. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. No, yeah, check it out.
Oh, okay. Let's here. Cindy says here's one of her favorite songs, "Sweet Melissa" from the Allman Brothers. All right.
Nice.
Yeah. Little known fact, Cara seems to like the Allman Brothers. Every time it comes on in the car, she's doing one of these. And then like her mom changes it and no, go back. Oh, all right. Number one. Where are we at? Number one. Let's move this along.
Number one is Zach Bryan. And again, there's 1,000 songs.
No way.
I could say, but he's got new shit out, and what is it? It's Northern Thunder. It's the name of it.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard. I just
Really
downloaded his new album.
Well, yeah, it'll be on that then, but
okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's awesome. And again, with the list, like, I don't know, there's so many bands, you know, 21 Pilots, fucking, I don't know, I could go on and on and on, but I gave you 5, Rick.
All right, 5. That's 5. All right, hey, thank you, Dan. Claudette, what's your number one?
Number one, "Dreams" by Fleetwood Mac.
I had an idea that it would be a Fleetwood Mac song. And I really thought it would be "Dreams" too, because I think you've mentioned that before.
I think I have, yeah.
Especially when we went through like what our favorite bands were. I think you mentioned that before.
Yeah.
All right, so my number one is "Everlong" by Foo Fighters. And it's my favorite song because it also reminds me of my relationship with my woman. Until I found out that it was made during a breakup. It's not really a breakup song, but he made it while he was breaking up with someone, and it's like, I don't know if that taints it a little bit, but
only because it doesn't know, because it's your interpretation, like
exactly
what makes you feel, like,
right?
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how the artist felt when they wrote it, you know, and
it's
they
how
all
you
say
feel.
that, you know,
how you relate to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Any honorable mentions? I'm sure you guys got a few, right?
I said 21 Pilots. I had to pick a song off the top of my head. It'd probably be "Stressed Out."
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many, dude. So many.
I know there's so
Tyler
many.
Childers. Follow You to Birdie.
I got Tool Writing 2. It's off the 10,000 Days album. It's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, that was a good album.
The Offspring Self-Esteem made my honorable mentions. Pearl Jam Black.
Nice.
I could mention probably a handful of Rise Against songs, Counting Crows songs, Mushroom Head songs, tons of them. And there's just millions of good songs out there. But I
gotta say Metallica 1. I can't leave Metallica 1 out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions for you, Claudette, or are you just like Fuck
Yeah,
it.
no, I have some. So July by Noah Cyrus and Leon Bridges. I really
Okay.
like that song,
I think
as
I've heard
well as Young and Sad, who also Noah. That's Noah Cyrus too. That's Miley's sister.
Okay.
She's good. And
All
then
right.
Simple Man by Leonard Skinner, November Air by Zach Bryan. There's a bunch, just like you guys.
Okay.
A couple more County Crow songs.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And there's one now that's popping into my head. I can't remember. Tipsy's the name of the song, I think.
Okay.
Who sings that?
By
I don't
who?
know. I can't
I
remember.
don't know.
Mhm.
He's a rapper as far as I
Tipsy.
can tell, but it's a good song. And it's, I don't know. I shared it on Facebook the other day and I can't remember. Let me look. I'll look.
Alrighty.
Like it and subscribe.
Remotely relevant.
Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Giving us a follow if you're not following us. You know, like, subscribes, all that kind of stuff. Wherever you're watching us, Facebook, YouTube, you can watch us either place right now. Make sure you are grabbing yourself some energy drink, some Dubby. www.dubby.gg/AskinHaskins. Or no, not /AskinHaskins. Use promo code ASKIN, ASKIN, for 10% off. So yeah, let's get into the next thing here, and let's do it. Fuck yeah! So,
Yeah.
our main story of the night is
Oh,
Merica. How fucked are we? So I'm going to pose that question to you guys. Scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst. Where are we at? Where do you think we are at? What are the states
10.
of our states? 10.
10.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
I go with like a 37.
37.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're really
wow.
fucked.
Yeah, I was going to take it seriously, but I think I'm with Dan. We're at a 38.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more fucked than Dan thinks we are.
Fair enough.
Right.
But
Me
yeah,
too.
I mean,
That's pretty
crazy
fucked,
shit.
though.
The crazy
Really
shit that
fun.
happened tonight, man. Okay. First
Oh.
off, I want to preface this whole segment that, you know, we're definitely, we might piss some people off here, but we might not. Who knows? But I just want to preface this that all of us love this country. Okay. We all love it. Claudette loves it. Dan loves it. I love it. We all love being here. America's a good place to be. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Worse places to be for sure.
Worst places to be. Yes, we love it. But
Absolutely.
with that fact in mind, just remember that we are also given the right to criticize it if we want to. And I think there are plenty of good criticisms to be made. Is that a word? Criticisms?
It is. It is a word.
But yes, I mean, there's fucking political violence going on. That's just right there. Boom, fucked, man. I mean, if we can't fucking get away from that and try to do this shit peacefully, I don't know where the fuck we're going, man. It's really hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
We obviously got to get it out there with the goddamn freaking, I guess, assassination attempt today against Trump or whatever. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the guy. I never did like the guy. But I ain't gonna sit here and say that this is fucking awesome, because it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
This
it's
is
stupid.
Yeah, I don't want to see
this
him
is
get
the
shot.
stupidest shit ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, if
And
we're
the
if
balls you have to have.
if our ideas are better, then let it fucking come out at the fucking ballot box like it should. I've always said, all these states trying to keep them off or whatever. No, just let the people fucking decide, because that's how it fucking should be. But of course, if you believe that that's even, a thing, according to Dan, the people never decide. Which with the way things are, electoral college and shit, we really don't. in my opinion, either. But it is what it is, you know.
We
But yeah,
really don't have a
first
choice.
off, let's start off with condoning that shit because it's fucking bullshit. I don't want to see it.
He means condemning that. We do not condone that.
Did I say condone that? I said we don't condone that.
Oh, you said let's start by condoning that.
Oh, condemn that is the word I meant. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I got your back,
man.
brother.
Thank you. Yes, let's condemn that. Oh, they're gonna take that and be like, "This guy said to do it.
This guy said it would do it."
Hey, or not.
The air.
Look, they're gonna cut that little part out, man. That's how the media works,
You're
man.
gonna get so trash.
Little part out.
Everybody's
They
gonna
don't
hate
show you the whole context. Next thing you know, I'm canceled. In America.
In America.
Only in America you get canceled for little thing for misspeaking.
Yeah, we ain't famous enough to get canceled, bud.
No, not yet. But hey, we can try, right? Anyhow, I mean,
famous.
All right. So let's get to the root of the problems in America. Okay. The biggest problem right now, I believe, there's two problems. Okay. It's the wealth inequality when it comes to the rich hoarding all the cash out there. And the second one is the fact that corporations are considered people with the rights as people and can literally spend as much money as they want to buy out all the freaking politicians. So let me be the first one here. Thanks for the like, Kiefer. Let me be the first one here to say that, like, there's no sides, man. Like, both sides are fucking you either way. Which either side wins, man.
More revenue.
Yeah.
For generations.
Yeah. I mean, if there are any sides, it should be the people versus the politicians. I mean, but that's how they get us, is by distracting us through dividing us and having us fight at each other for fucking stupid bullshit.
Right.
But I mean, either way, I prepared a few videos here just to kind of display what I feel is wrong here and kind of put my words into perspective and put some like light on the situation, especially when it comes to wealth inequality. So let's take a little look at this video here.
There's a chart I saw recently that I can't get out of my head. A Harvard business professor and economist asked more than 5,000 Americans how they thought wealth was distributed in the United States. This is what they said they thought it was. Dividing the country into 5 rough groups of the top, bottom, and middle 3 20% groups, they asked people how they thought the wealth in this country was divided. Then he asked them what they thought was the ideal distribution. And 92%, that's at least 9 out of 10 of them, said it should be more like this. In other words, more equitable than they think it is. Now that fact is telling, admittedly, the notion that most Americans know that the system is already skewed unfairly. But what's most interesting to me is the reality compared to our perception. The ideal is as far removed from our perception of reality as the actual distribution is from what we think exists in this country. So ignore the ideal for a moment. Here's what we think it is again. And here is the actual distribution. Shockingly skewed. Not only do the bottom 20% and the next 20%, the bottom 40% of Americans barely have any of the wealth. I mean, it's hard to even see them on the chart. But the top 1% has more of the country's wealth than 9 out of 10 Americans believe the entire top 20% should have. Mind-blowing. But let's look at it another way, because I find this chart kind of difficult to wrap my head around. Instead, let's reduce the 311 million Americans to just a representative 100 people. Make it simple. Here they are: teachers, coaches, firefighters, construction workers, engineers, doctors, lawyers, some investment bankers, a CEO, maybe a celebrity or two. Now let's line them up according to their wealth. Poorest people on the left, wealthiest on the right, just a steady row of folks based on their net worth. We'll color code them like we did before based on which 20% quintile they fall into. Now, let's reduce the total wealth of the United States, which was roughly $54 trillion in 2009, to this symbolic pile of cash. And let's distribute it among our 100 Americans. Well, here's socialism, all the wealth of the country distributed equally. We all know that won't work. We need to encourage people to work and work hard to achieve that good old American dream and keep our country moving forward. So, here's that ideal we asked everyone about. Something like this curve. This isn't too bad. We've got some incentive, as the wealthiest folks are now about 10 to 20 times better off than the poorest Americans. But hey, even the poor folks aren't actually poor, since the poverty line has stayed almost entirely off the chart. We have a super healthy middle class with a smooth transition into wealth. And yes, Republicans and Democrats alike chose this curve. 9 out of 10 people, 92%, said this was a nice, ideal distribution of America's wealth. But let's move on. This is what people think America's wealth distribution actually looks like. Not as equitable, clearly, but for me, even this still looks pretty great. Yes, the poorest 20 to 30% are starting to suffer quite a lot compared to the ideal, and the middle class is certainly struggling more than they were, while the rich and wealthy are making roughly 100 times that of the poorest Americans and about 10 times that of the still healthy middle class. Sadly, this isn't even close to the reality. Here is the actual distribution of wealth in America. The poorest Americans don't even register. They're down to pocket change. And the middle class is barely distinguishable from the poor. In fact, even the rich between the top 10 and 20 percentile are worse off. Only the top 10% are better off. And how much better off? So much better off that the top 2 to 5% are actually off the chart at this scale. And the top 1%, this guy, well, his stack of money stretches 10 times higher than we can show. Here's his stack of cash, restacked, all by itself. This is the top 1% we've been hearing so much about. So much green in his pockets that I have to give him a whole new column of his own, because he won't fit on my chart. 1% of America has 40% of all the nation's wealth. The bottom 80%, 8 out of every 10 people, or 80 out of these 100, only has 7% between them. And this has only gotten worse in the last 20 to 30 years. While the richest 1% take home almost a quarter of the national income today, in 1976, they took home only 9%, meaning their share of income has nearly tripled in the last 30 years. The top 1% own half the country's stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The bottom 50% of Americans own only 0.5% of these investments, which means they aren't investing. They're just scraping by. I'm sure many of these wealthy people have worked very hard for their money, but do you really believe that the CEO is working 380 times harder than his average employee? Not his lowest paid employee, not the janitor, but the average earner in his company. The average worker needs to work more than a month to earn what the CEO makes in 1 hour. We certainly don't have to go all the way to socialism to find something that is fair for hardworking Americans. We don't even have to achieve what most of us consider might be ideal. All we need to do is wake up and realize that the reality in this country is not at all what we think it is.
Yeah, but people won't because they're too busy trying to fucking feed themselves.
Wake up, people.
Worry about it.
Jeez.
I know, and it is stupid. And the thing was, is they say, I noticed he said one day, he said 2009, it was that in 2009. So I'm assuming that is almost 15 years old.
Right.
And it is, dude,
at least the data.
In the last 10 years, it has been stupid. The inflation, like noticeable with the naked eye, stupid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got all these companies that are making profits hand over fist.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, there's a engine plant here in Jamestown. They just had a walkout over it. Like the one whole line apparently walked out of the plant because the CEOs are going up and up and up, and you know they're they're making
all
good money
making more
for
money.
what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's
Like
good
the
money,
guy said, we don't have
but
to go
it's
to
not
social.
proportional, man. No,
But
that's not what we're saying.
Correct.
we definitely need to figure out a way to freaking make it so it's like, I mean, 300% more than the average worker is kind of ridiculous, you know? I mean, it's greed. That's all it is. It comes down to greed, man.
80%. That was almost 400% time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah. And then you're talking about, you know, whatever the data is now. I mean,
right,
sure.
yeah, and that's again, like we're saying, this is old. That's old news right there. You know,
Right.
it's worse.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's worse. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's really. I mean, honestly, it does stem from the fact that these companies can buy our politicians and basically shape legislation to fit them to make more money and not have to share it with us. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
the rich get richer. You know,
I got one video on that. We'll watch this real quick and then we'll take a break. And this one's kind of like, you know, I don't know. It's a good watch, but it's kind of like
in season 1 of The Story of Stuff, we looked at a system that creates way too much stuff and way too little of what we really want. Now we're going to start looking at the stories behind this story of stuff. That's where we'll find ways to turn this situation around. Welcome to season 2.
Bad for you, bad for America.
He'll put us back on track.
Hester ran our state into the ground. Now he wants to be your senator.
Stand up. Say no.
Stand up and say no.
Bad for you, bad for America.
Vote for this guy.
Vote for this guy.
Aren't you tired of this?
No. Yeah, I messed this up, didn't I? I didn't edit this very great, did I?
I don't know.
Bad for you, this guy.
Aren't you tired of this stuff? Why is it that every election season it becomes impossible to hear the facts over all these misleading ads? And if it seems the problem is only getting worse, that's because it is. We can thank the Supreme Court for that.
Thanks.
In
Supreme
2010,
Court.
they decided that it would be just fine for corporations to spend as much money as they want telling us who to vote for. Wait, why are corporations telling us who to vote for? Let's get something straight. This is a democracy, you know, ruled by the people. I'm a person, you're a person, and Chevron, not a person. So shouldn't elections be all about what people want? Good jobs, safe products, health care, responsible government, clean air and water. It turns out the vast majority of Americans want to see a lot more done on all of these things. But what people want is going to take a back seat as long as corporations can spend millions getting lawmakers elected. Oil companies have gotten politicians to block laws protecting our climate. Manufacturers have pushed through trade agreements that gut product safety and help ship jobs overseas. Insurance companies have been the first ones consulted on health reform, and giant corporations have gotten bailouts and subsidies. Maybe that's why all kinds of people, Republicans, Democrats, independents, are totally frustrated with our government.
It's the government.
It's easy to get angry, but it's time we got smart and realized that the heart of our problem is not that we have bad lawmakers. We have a democracy in crisis.
No, we have bad
85%
lawmakers.
of Americans feel that corporations have too much power in our democracy and people have too little. 85%. Hey, that's a majority. So let's get together and take our democracy back from the corporations. It's the first and most important step in making real progress on all the issues that people care most about. So how did we, the people, lose control of our democracy to begin with? Let's go back a few centuries. Back then, there were just people. Some of them owned businesses, some of them worked for businesses. Still, there were just people. Then people invented something entirely new, the corporation. These legal entities exist independently of the people who own them. If a corporation does something that gets it into trouble, the owners can say, "Don't blame me, blame the corporation. I'm just a shareholder." When the United States came into existence, corporations were easier to keep in check. Back then, the government would grant them charters for a specific short-term project, like building a bridge or a railroad. Once they fulfilled their purpose, they were disbanded. But over time, the law changed, and corporations no longer had to be turned off once their project was complete. They began to live on indefinitely, with a much more general purpose: profit. And that's how the modern corporation was born. Today's corporations have evolved to have something very dangerous in their programming. Unlike people who are driven by all kinds of motivations, doing the right thing, love for family, their country, the planet, publicly traded corporations are now required by law and the markets to pursue one single motivation above all others: maximize value for shareholders. Make as much money as possible. That's it. No, really, that's what the law and the markets demand. Imagine a friend saying, "The only thing I care about is money." It's not someone you'd want to leave your kids with, or your democracy for that matter. Yes, it is people who run these corporations, but their human motivations come second. If they prioritize anything at all over maximizing profits, they're out of there. Can corporate leaders do good things like give to charity or try to be more green? Sure, but not if it conflicts with maximum profits. And since their humble beginnings, corporations have grown huge. 53 of the 100 biggest economies on Earth now are corporations. So corporations have a single-minded profit motive. They're humongous, and their owners can easily dodge the blame for any harm they cause. That makes them tricky to share a country with. If we want them to serve us and not the other way around, they need some basic ground rules. And that's where the government comes in, setting rules to keep things fair and safe and to protect society from corporations run amok.
Right.
Now, if their main objective is to maximize profit,
Why don't they do
do you
that?
think corporations are content to follow the rules and keep them in check? No, of course not. They want to write those
Find out,
rules.
dude.
But who is supposed to write the rules in a democracy? People. That's why one of the corporation's key strategies for sneaking into our democracy is saying that they should have the same First Amendment rights as real live people. And that's exactly how they won the 2010 Supreme Court case known as Citizens United versus FEC. In that case, 5 members of the Supreme Court decided that it's unconstitutional to put any limits on how much money corporations can spend influencing elections. Why? They said these limits violate the First Amendment guaranteeing free speech. Now, obviously, our founding fathers who wrote the First Amendment were trying to protect the free speech of people. But this decision rides on the crazy argument that corporations should be treated the same as people and get the same rights that real people get. This means corporations can spend as much as they want, whenever they want, to intimidate or crush candidates running on a platform against their interests and support candidates who will do what they ask. It's great news for corporations wanting to handpick the lawmakers whose job it is to keep them in check. Now, I am all for free speech. If every shareholder and employee at Exxon wants to personally support some oil lobbyist running for Senate, that's their right. There are millions more people who will support a different candidate. That's democracy in action. But now, Exxon or any other corporation can decide to spend unlimited dollars from its huge corporate coffers to influence an election without even consulting its shareholders. This is a big deal. If the top 100 corporations decided to throw in just 1% of their profits, they could outspend every candidate for president, House, and Senate combined. Good luck having your free speech heard over that. So did opening the floodgates on this money actually cause a flood? Sure did. In 2010, the kind of independent groups that corporations are now allowed to support spent $300 million. That's more than every midterm election since 1990 combined. So corporations are drowning out our voices, getting what they want, and our democracy is in trouble. But we can totally save it. People are so outraged by the Supreme Court decision that a massive response is mobilizing. Such a huge problem requires a huge solution, and we've got one. A new constitutional amendment. The amendment is smart and clear. It reverses this disaster to our democracy by clarifying that the First Amendment isn't meant for for-profit corporations. I get that amending the Constitution is a big, ambitious goal, but it's not impossible. Every time huge positive change has been made in this country, it's because people dreamed big, aimed high, and set ambitious goals. It's time to do that now, because the life of our democracy is on the line. Public financing of campaigns would be another huge step forward. Congress is working on a bill right now that would make it possible for candidates to get elected without corporate dollars. Remember, 85% of Americans think that corporations have too much influence in our democracy. That's enough to make change if we can turn that sentiment into action. Look, the corporations won't get out of our democracy until we, the people, get back in. So keep fighting for renewable energy, green jobs, healthcare, safe products, and top-notch public education. But save some energy for the battle of our lifetimes. A battle that can open the door to solving all of these things. It's time to put corporations back in their place and to put the people back in charge of our democracy.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that was kind of cartoony and
Oh, it was like informative though, I think.
Very informative.
It was, yeah.
It was like, I mean, okay, here's my thoughts, man. First off, corporations aren't people. Money isn't speech. Those things, once those two things were decided, that's when I believe everything started to go downhill. Because these politicians are going to do anything they can to keep you and me at each other's throats so they can continue to keep getting their donations, and we're not looking at the fact that they're not siding with what we people want.
Well, it's just not, man. Neither side cares about you. They don't. They absolutely do not.
No, I've come to that conclusion very, very quickly. Although I will say that there probably are people in both sides who are trying to
do good. Yes,
their job the way they want to. But they get drowned out by, right. And then greed takes over. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's like all that's drowned out by the fact that the theater is basically like, we were talking about it earlier, man. It's all theater.
Really, it's political theater. That's where that comes from, man.
Right. And honestly, I feel like if, especially when it came to these two candidates, I feel that if both of them really love this country, they would both drop out because they're so divisive. Both of them, you know what I'm saying? Like
what though? Like I don't know. And I
don't know. Two other candidates that are less divisive, man. I mean, I get that. Like,
that my opinion,
no matter who puts whoever, it's going to get divided. understand that no matter what, the cloud is going to be out there. But at least it would reset the freaking whole damn machine. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, there's a way.
It's just my thought, man. Huh?
So there's a way to reset it. But no, I don't know. There is no right answer to the question ever. Like.
Yeah.
Nobody is fit for that job. Nobody.
Right. I get that. Yeah. I understand. And then we come from two different places too. You
I know.
have already given up on the machine. I still hang on to that little bit of hope that there is change within it. But like you said, it's very hard to change a system, man. Once a system is in place, we're not talking about just the system. We're talking about people here. Talking about people.
Freedom is the only way. Terrorists, your game is through. Because now you have to answer.
Talking about people, you play a song sung by puppets.
This is where we're at. And like I said, I love this place. I think it's not great. I wish people would see through all the bullshit and be like, they're all playing you. They're all playing you, so you're all mad at each other. So they're convincing the people with torches to get rid of the pitchforks. I don't know if you've seen that meme, but that's exactly what's going on.
Can't bring themselves to understand it is way easier to fool somebody than to convince somebody they've been fooled.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because we don't want to admit that we were dumb or whatever,
Right, exactly.
Right.
But see, that's the thing. Like
people,
like we've talked about it. We talked about it last month with reality and how everyone's perception is so different, and that's like. But it's in ways it's not like because a lot of people are being deceived to have their perception be some way that it technically may or may not be. But it's just hostile, and it's not very good, man.
No,
it's not.
But I mean, we are where we are, and I just want to say, I don't often like to talk about politics on this show because, simply it's because it's so dividing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather. If I'm going to piss people off, I'm going to piss everyone off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to piss just one group off or another group off. I want everyone to come together and be pissed off at us, Like, I want, right and left.
Like we should be
come
doing.
To us and be pissed at us. You know what I'm saying? But I do have one bit of advice for some people out there. Okay. Like, for those of you who know who you're already going to vote for, you know, there's tons of us out there. You already know who you're going to vote for. Nothing in the world's going to change your mind. It is time for you to shut up. Shut up. Put the politics away. Wait till November. Vote who you're going to vote for, and come join us and have some fun and party with us, drink a few beers with us, go out, play some cornhole, throw some darts, get to know some people. But it's time to shut up about it, you know? And with that, I think we're going to go on and take a break.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So I have to take a wicked piss.
All right. So we are going to take ourselves a quick break. All right. I got to bring it up here. Where are my breaks at? Let's go with break B. So make sure that you are all smashing that like button, giving us a follow, doing all that good stuff. Make sure that if you want to continue to watch us later tonight, you can join us for Afterthoughts. Head on over to patreon.com/AskinHaskins. $3 a month. That's all it takes for you to join us in Afterthoughts. We continue on for, I don't know, a couple hours. We talk about stuff, bullshit, and we get to the stuff we didn't get to, like the AITA that I was supposed to get to, but we are not going to get to that. We'll get to that in Afterthoughts. So we will be right back. Catch you all on the flip side. Join us
for Afterthoughts
on Patreon.
Enter at your own risk.
Now I forgot where I was going with this shit. It was good though.
Sure, it was the greatest thought you've ever had.
There it is. I found it.
Probably some hurt feelings there, but yeah, get over it.
Nobody's really listening to us.
Join us for Afterthoughts on Patreon.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away with me. Let's break free. We could fall asleep where the land and ocean meet. Wake up to the sounds of no one around. And as the sun comes up, the glow will show us where we need to go. All this waiting, so frustrating, let's just drive. So come away with me. Let's break free. Just you and me. Oh,
We need to go to the experts. Get Askin' Haskin on the line.
I'm gonna have to ask and Haskins.
We need to figure that out. Let's go to the source.
What could go wrong?
This is what you get here at Askin' Haskins. Give us a follow.
Give us a follow.
Give us a follow
On YouTube.
on Facebook.
It's on TikTok.
Candy's in the place where he hears the voices of nobody's talking.
You hear the voices too? I thought I was the only
I'm
one.
dead.
I'm taking a picture of the screen with my name. Texting it back.
Okay, you do that.
Texting that.
Just so you know.
Is it right sideways? Is it backwards?
Might be. Or
It might entice him to come next time. So that way he can.
I will drive to Ohio every night to punch you in the face, put you to sleep.
There you
Get
go.
over that part of it.
Solution, problem solved.
Yeah, okay.
That's how much I care for you, Rick.
I understand. That's a lot of care. That's a lot of money and gas.
A lot of driving, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Every night. And you gotta get out of work and just immediate.
4 hours of driving.
Drive to go to Ohio.
Come here, literally knock on my door. Hey, what's up?
What's up? Get in bed. Get in bed so I can punch you in the face. Get in bed.
I gotta get to the back home.
I gotta go back. I gotta drive all the way back now. Fuck.
He wants you to play the game.
We are at the BS stage of this afterthoughts, okay?
Oh,
So
there's no more
tell me
structure?
what you're talking about.
No more structure?
Yeah, we're pretty much done with structure, yeah.
Has anybody seen Bigfoot?
It's almost 2 o'clock. We're almost done with structure.
Has anybody seen Bigfoot?
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what he just said. Has anybody seen
I don't
Bigfoot?
know. What is he talking about? Nobody said that.
Should a teacher give a student of any grade level a private ride home without the permission of a parent?
Depends if she's hot or not.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care.
I don't know what a,
I really don't care.
I don't know what a
Like
private ride
if I was
is.
like 17, 18-year-old and like my hot
What's a
teacher
private
wanted to-
ride?
Obviously,
Give
it's
me
a
a
ride
ride.
on your privates.
Right. Then if that is the case, then no, that's not appropriate.
Well, if it's West Virginia, maybe.
Yeah.
If that is the
Dude,
case, it's absolutely not
Shut up,
appropriate.
Rick. You know for a fact that if you were 17, 18 years old, 11th, 12th grade, and your hot teacher was like, hey,
Can I ride your
I'm going to
private?
ride your privates, you're going to be like, oh, fucking K.
I don't know.
Can I be graded on this? Because I get nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, let's see what somebody says.
But honestly, in this day and age, probably not. Like 20 years ago, it probably happened more often than you thought.
Right. And the honest answer is
You know what I mean?
don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, right.
Like, just don't.
Right.
It says here, it was very common and casual for the teachers and principals to give students rides to school events, the hospital, home, and to school in my high school. However, it was all behind the district's back. There is a policy in the district about this, saying no student can be in any staff car. As a new teacher, I gave a second grader a ride home because he was sick and his mother was stuck at work and his older brother was home. I got busted and got warned that this was against the rules, and I was very apologetic and have had no problems ever since. For the record, I didn't have permission from the mother to take him home. I did have permission from the mother to take him home, and also the permission of the leader of the building, not the principal.
What the fuck's the leader of the building if it's not the principal?
Superintendent.
No.
Superintendents are above principals.
Right, but
so why did they say leader of the building? I've never heard that term before.
Because they probably don't know what the a superintendent's title is. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be called owner?
I think it's translated from a different language.
Fact is, this day and age, it's probably best not to have any extracurricular, contact with children.
I mean, nowadays they can't even teach them right, let alone do any of this stuff.
Yeah,
true. I'll give you that.
Got us feeling so good. So good. How are we doing tonight, people? We are back.
We are back.
We are back. We are back and in action.
Dude, I just gotta say,
okay, say.
Cool, man. That the intro. I was sitting here listening to the stuff you were playing, and that show. When I said the shit about Bigfoot, and then fucking all that shit. That was like one of my favorite fucking things ever. Like, I don't know. Let's go down. And it makes me laugh every time I watch it. But it makes me wonder, is anybody else watching still laughing at it? You know what I mean? Or is it just funny to me because it's us?
Yes. Right. I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure people are still laughing.
It's funny.
It is. It's hilarious.
It is.
And it's all improv, it's not scripted.
Right. Well, that's what the show's all about here. Just
Here's
trying to have a little fun and share it, Yeah,
Drink.
Sure.
Here's
to that.
Drink.
But yeah, we got some more good show going for you.
All right.
We'll go as close up to about as midnight as we can. Then we got to switch over and do some afterthoughts. Maybe give us a couple extra minutes. Let's see what we can get into. Let's do. You guys want to do some WITA?
Yeah.
Let's do some WITA, huh?
Let's do it.
All right.
I gotta kill a horse fly. So if I disappear, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, gotcha. SEP. What do you guys got? You got anything for it? I should probably come up with mine first because I've had time to think about it, right? So everyone's pissed.
What?
SEP. So everyone's pissed.
Oh, so
fucked every penis.
Does Claudette not know what we're doing right here now?
I did. I didn't. I thought you were saying so, and then you were going to say something else, and that.
Oh, everyone was pissed. I like that one.
Yeah.
They go for talking about your ex or something. Sucked everyone's penis.
There you go.
Man,
right.
I'm having a hard time. Keep going.
WITA does stand for what is that acronym? So, sex is everyone's preference, but I added an I in there. So,
What?
Sex is everyone's preference.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah. All right, I guess I could apostrophe the S. Sex. Sex is. Squeeze it all together. Separate every person.
Yeah.
Right. That might be an easy way to deal with the political discourse, right?
Yeah.
just separate every person.
Oh,
Maybe a hard time with that E.
Having a hard time with the E.
Yeah, because there's only so many words that start with E. So
I got one that might get us flagged. Should I say it?
Say what?
I got one that might get us flagged. Should I say it?
Absolutely.
Shoot every policeman.
Oh yeah, don't say that.
Well, it's too late, right?
You didn't say that.
I'm not gonna do that. It's
believe that.
Calm down, everybody.
That's funny. That ain't gonna get us flagged. We'll be fine. Nobody's listening to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, who's listening to us anyway?
Andy's still watching.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but she knows that we're not. We're just fucking around. Shitty eavesdropping people.
I'm just drawing a blank over here.
Where's Matt when you need him?
I
Too bad
know.
his boyfriend's too
Matt,
busy
where are you?
painting his nails.
Stupid elf teen.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank.
All right.
I
Any
don't know
idea
what's
what it
wrong with
might
me.
it might mean? Any idea what it might mean?
September. Abbreviation for September.
Yeah, that's why I felt like it
we decided we don't do abbreviations anymore.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
But yes,
search
that is
entire
one.
place.
Search entire place. See, now you're coming up with stuff, even though you're trying to figure out what it is.
I thought that might really be it. I don't know. Like on the police report. I don't know.
Right. What do you got, Claudia? You got anything of what it might really be?
I don't know. Section every post. I can't think of a P.
At least you came up with something. Here we go.
Something.
Yeah. Somebody else's problem.
Those are my favorite kind of problems.
Aren't they?
Love those problems.
I love it when it's somebody else's problem.
Not my problem.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. Where are we at on this, huh?
Like it in the sky.
I smile every time I hear that.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you are going to w.gg using promo code ASKIN. That's ASKIN for 10% off your order. It's some good energy drink. I've been using it regularly when I feel the need for some energy. Now they actually have like non-caffeinated drinks, just hydro to hydrate yourself. Now it's in cans too, so you go on over there, see what they got. It's all good stuff. It tastes good. Hit them up. But now it is time to get into some where am I at? I am right here. It is time for TV show of the month. This is where we, pick our favorite TV show every month, and we put it out there, and we give you some clips and let you know how awesome the show we like is. All right, this one is from me, and it's a little bit older. It's not like too old. It's new, but it ain't like, it didn't just come out yesterday or anything. But I've been watched all 3 seasons, and I am really digging some Ted Lasso. Any of you know what Ted Lasso is all about? Okay. So Ted Lasso is about a guy. He's like one of the best guys in the world. You know, he's just a good guy. He's just a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He's played by Jason Sudeikis, and he gets hired by, or he basically is a like Division II football coach who just kind of won a championship, and he gets hired by this lady in England to play, English football, soccer, as we would call it here in the States. But he gets hired to be a coach there, knows nothing about the sport or anything. Turns out that this lady is just trying to basically sabotage the team, kind of like Major League style. She's just trying to sabotage the team, basically because she basically got the team in the divorce from her ex-husband, and it's the only thing he's ever loved was this team, so she's trying to destroy it.
Oh, it's Major League for baseball or football.
Yes.
Scored woman.
Yeah. So basically, in this first clip, what you need to know is like the lady who has like the short blonde hair or short white hair is his boss. You'll know who he is, and then the older guy is her ex or whatever. But anyhow, let's take a look at this.
You want to leave?
Don't want to give him satisfaction.
So, Rebecca, it's time to be friends again. Especially since Bex and I are going to be sitting with you every week in that owner's box.
I'm not going every week.
Well, I am. And, every week when they shove a camera in my face and ask me how I think you're doing, I will tell them it'll be relentless.
So, Rupert, y'all take your darts over here.
I do really like
seriously,
it, man.
This and what's the billiard game y'all do that sounds like a brand of cookies?
Snooker?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah, boy, I'd love to curl up on a couch under a weighted blanket, watch You've Got Mail, and devour a box of Snookers. See what we got here. Hey, there it is.
Do you like darts, Ted?
Oh, they're okay. I'm more of a cornhole man myself. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. How about a game? I mean, we could, maybe wager, say, £10,000?
Well, as my doctor told me when I got addicted to fettuccine Alfredo, that's a little rich for my blood. How about this? If you win, I'll let you pick the starting lineup of the last 2 games of the season. But if I win, you can't go anywhere near the owner's box, at least not while Rebecca's still in charge.
Ted, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I believe some folks call it white knighting, but I don't know. I'm just following my gut here. It's okay. So, no, what do you think?
You're on.
Okay.
Double in, double out.
Whatever you say, Rupert Dupes. Yeah. Just let me know if I'm winning or losing, all right?
Oh, I forgot I had these on me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a second. I forgot I'm left-handed. Oh.
180! William Rupert, get in! Shut your stupid little twat mouth or I will shut it for you.
Shall I be giving you the lineup card now, Ted? I shall be putting Yobasanya back on defense where he belongs.
That's exactly what I said, didn't I?
No, it's not all Ted's fault. My ex-wife's the one who brought the hillbilly to our shores. I know she's always been a bit randy, but I never thought she would fuck over an entire team.
Hey! Better manners when I'm holding a dart. Please. Hey, what do I need to win?
2 triple 20s and a bullseye.
Good luck.
Rupert, guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental." I like that. So I get back in my car, and I'm driving to work, and all of a sudden, it hits me. All them fellas that used to belittle me, not a single one of them were curious. They thought they had everything all figured out, and so they judged everything, and they judged everyone. And I realized that they're underestimating me. Who I was had nothing to do with it. Because if they were curious, they would ask questions. You know? Questions like, have you played a lot of darts, Ted? Which I would have answered, yes, sir. Every Sunday afternoon at a sports bar with my father from age 10 till I was 16 when he passed away. Barbecue sauce. Good game, Rupert.
Come on, let's go.
You are a very lovely consolation prize.
Rebecca, Ted, enjoy your evening.
Mate, as always.
Holy shit, that felt good.
That was fun, yeah. Only one thing left to do now.
What's that? Do I have to? Drinks on me!
That's
Yeah.
good.
Be nice to be in that pub at that time, huh?
Yep. Liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything I see that dude in, like
Yeah.
he's amazing. Like whatever
Yeah.
he's playing, the idiot or whatever, you know, like he just.
No.
He's
I
on
like to show some wholesome stuff on this show from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Ted Lasso. It's a good show, man. It
There's
just
like
really
a
is.
feel good moment.
What's
Yeah.
What
You know,
serves?
clip, you know.
It's on Apple TV.
Oh.
So it's gonna be a
Yeah,
while
probably not
probably
gonna
before you get
watch.
this. But either way, I mean, it's still a good show. So if you have a chance to watch it, I'm sure it'll come out like
I don't
on
understand.
something
So we
else
can
at some
do
point.
that, play that huge segment of a show, and we're fine.
I have
That's
no
what
idea.
I'm wondering,
That's
too.
why we're gonna learn. We're gonna find out today, aren't we?
All right.
I got it all from YouTube.
Hey,
so
it was
I'm
all
assuming-
man. I didn't agree to anything.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If the worst thing that's going to happen is we're not going to be able to make any money, or they're going to ask us to take it down, which I will edit it and put something back up.
Hey,
You know what I'm
bad
saying?
attention is
So,
better than no attention, man. I get it.
yep. I still have 2 more clips here, man.
Yeah.
Show you how good of a show this is, right? Okay.
We're just gonna watch a whole episode right now.
Well,
why not?
What happened?
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, I'm just going off of the things I found off of YouTube, so it's stuff they want people to see. So,
You took these off YouTube, not
Yes.
off Apple. All right.
yes. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
I
fair
didn't
enough,
take it off of
fair
Apple
enough.
TV. I didn't rip the whole freaking
I'm just
thing.
saying, dude. I don't know.
Yep.
Pretty smart.
All right. Okay, so this next clip is going to be him basically giving a speech to the team, but what you got to need a little backstory on it so you kind of have all the information so you know what you're getting into is there's a player named Zava who is like their best player, and he got pissed off in the middle of a match and he just left the team. Okay. And then not only that, but there is like a believe sign behind them, and like a prior coach who was kind of jealous of Ted Lasso's semi-success and got pissed off and left the team, but he tore the believe sign, which they put back up. So let's get into it.
Gentlemen, hey, that was a tough one tonight, okay? Man City has still got our number. That's all right. We're going to get another crack at them later in the season. All right? Coach, no practice tomorrow, yeah?
That's right.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all on Monday.
Hey, Coach. What about Zava?
He quit the team.
Dude had his own corner.
I mean, technically, he retired from the whole sport, which makes it feel a little
was
less
like a
personal, yeah?
Madonna.
You know, like if your girlfriend runs off with some dude and it turns out they were soulmates.
Gina fucking Gershon.
But look, I hear you, okay? Zava is gone. And you know what? I think it's a good thing.
What?
I do. Okay, look, do I want to win? Heck yeah. But I also want to do it with folks that want to be here. It's not like we could handcuff him to his locker and make him love us.
We could have tried.
Hey, guys, look. We got a good
This is
thing
my
going.
favorite guy.
All right? We didn't need Zava. Yeah? All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it.
It's a sign.
That's it, we do.
No, hold on. Hey, knock it off, okay? We're not doomed. No one is doomed. But bumper catch, yes, you're right. It is a sign. I agree. Yeah. Fact is, it's just a sign. All right, guys, listen to me. Belief doesn't just happen because you hang something up on a wall. All right? It comes from in here, you know? And up here, down here. Only problem is we all got so much junk floating through us, a lot of times we end up getting in our own way. You know, crap like envy or fear, shame. I don't want to mess around with that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Do you?
No, coach.
No. Do you?
No.
Oh, me neither. Hell no. Now, you know what I want to mess around with? The belief that I matter, you know? Regardless of what I do or don't achieve. Or the belief that we all deserve to be loved. Whether we've been hurt, or maybe we've hurt somebody else. Or what about the belief of hope? Yeah? That's what I want to mess with. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. Oh, man. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another, man, that's fundamental to being alive. And look, yo, hey, if you can do that, if each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart. See y'all Monday?
Yes, Coach.
All right. See, it's a really, really, really good show.
It's Major League for football.
Made me want to clap.
Yeah. It makes you want to be a coach. You know, it makes you want to coach some dudes up, like like you could
made
have
me
the
want to
words
believe.
that Ted Lasso has. You know what I'm saying? But there are so many other like different themes that the show goes into. Again, it's only 3 seasons. There is a rumor of a 4th, but the 3rd season seemed to be a kind of fitting ending. So, you know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow night when we stream it live, all episodes.
Yep, we're just gonna put that on our thing.
Doing that. We're gonna sit here and watch it. And comment.
Yeah. We're also gonna watch this clip where I think the only setup needs is that they are kind of down at halftime, I think. Yeah. So
right now, all I want to do is let you gentlemen know what an absolute honor it's been to be your coach.
Oh yeah, it's like at the end of the season as well.
Getting to work with y'all these last 3 years has truly been one of the greatest experiences of my life. I've loved getting to know each and every single one of you. Learning all about the men you were and getting a front row seat to see the men y'all have become. And I want to thank you for your patience with me. You know, when I showed up here, I didn't know one thing about soccer. But now I know at least one thing about football. I'm just so gosh dang proud to be a part of this team, you know? And I love you guys. I'm gonna miss y'all. Now, regarding this second half, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? No one does. Sports would be a lot less fun if we did. You know? And you all would probably make a lot less money, so you know. We don't want to know the future. No, we won't be here right now. And look, I know we're down a couple goals, but I'm telling you, man, if y'all play hard, play smart, play together, and just, you know, Just do what y'all do. And we'll go out with a peace of mind knowing we did our best. Right? That we tried, yeah? All right. Anybody else have something to say? Good. Yeah, Sam, we got. And there it is. Number 4. Yeah? All right, let's bring it in. I know folks like to say there's no place like home. That's true. Man, there ain't a whole lot of places like AFC Richmond either. Captain.
Richmond on free. 1, 2, 3, Richmond!
And there you go. Believe.
Good. Believe.
So, just so you know, guys, know all of that right there is my coaching to you guys. Let's just believe. As long as we believe, we can manifest this to become huge. That we have 100 million people watching us right now. Didn't you know that? No, did you know that?
I had no idea that was happening.
Have I not been saying that this whole time?
Well, I manifest
Have I
it
not?
true. So, but yeah. But yes, it is definitely a good show. I'm sure
It's
at
good
some
show.
point it'll be out on some other streaming service, or you can probably find it on DVD right now if you really want it.
They'll rent it to Netflix for 6 months or however they work.
Yeah.
You know, it'll
At some point, it'll be out. It's still a good show. There's so many different themes to it, but yeah, you're gonna have to go watch it and find out if they won that match or not.
Yeah,
I
bet they didn't. I bet they lost miserably. Like the other team scored 7 more goals, they didn't get one. The way it went down, I'm pretty sure.
This is the way it would go down if we wrote it, right? Oh, we're gonna write something someday, guys. One of these days, we're gonna have control of that.
I had
crap.
a few ideas, man. We just haven't gotten very far with it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let us get into our next deal of the night, which is where am I at?
Yeah.
some. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into the important stuff. All right. So I don't usually I don't play commercials for people who haven't given us like money and stuff. But I'm going to play this commercial here. I want you guys to see if you understand and can see what I see. And here we go.
Did you ever wonder how Toys R Us and Jeffrey the Giraffe came to be? The son of a bike shop owner, Charles Lazarus, had a vision that would go on to change toy stores forever.
The greatest toy store there is. I don't wanna grow up, 'cause maybe if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us.
Toys R Us was the dream of Charles Lazarus. May all of your dreams come true too. And the dream continues on with a Toys R Us at every Macy's. Did you ever wonder?
My bad. I almost played that again. But do you guys see what I see?
What do you see?
100% AI generated. None of those people were real. None of that stuff. None of it.
Okay.
None of it was freaking real.
See, I should have known what segment we're on to get where you're going with that.
Yep.
My
You
whole
did not put it
no,
together.
I was like all the way in left field.
I was afraid you guys would put it together, but here I am. I knew better. I knew I knew how to do it.
You didn't bring up what we're doing. You just threw us into it. You're getting us watching TV. I'm sitting here watching TV for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, so it's already taken our jobs, man.
So that's a new commercial.
That's a new commercial.
Apparently,
Mhm.
Toys R Us has no more buildings. They're only inside of Macy's
They're
now.
only inside of Macy's, and they refuse to obviously pay artists and directors and actors.
No
to-
longer either.
What would you? Oh, honestly, like
No
I'm
more
not.
Macy's either.
I'm not saying this right
because
but
it's
from a-
morally wrong, Dan. This is where we're at with the state
I
of our
understand, but
states,
it's,
man.
You're stupid if you think it's going to change through any way besides violence, man. Like, you know, like I don't want to be that guy, but really, like,
You are that guy on the show, Dan. Just so you
nobody
know.
gives up power. You know what I mean? Nobody.
I get that. I understand, man. But yeah, I mean, it's already taken. The AI takeover has begun, man. It's just they've taken that part of our jobs. I mean, now the art part is gone. Now we can't play. Now we can't do art. Can't do art anymore.
But when it comes down to it, I hope AI wins. I hope they kick off. Like,
I don't know. It looks old fashioned to me. I wasn't that impressed with the art.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing is they didn't have to pay anybody to do that.
I get it. I get
And
it.
it's
I'm just
still a
saying.
commercial
They
that
had
people
to
are
pay
gonna.
technicians to give them the AI program. They
Okay,
paid
so they
for it,
probably
but not
paid
as
a
much
subscription or
nearly.
however much it is to freaking use Chat GPT or whatever. It's for AI, I think is what it is. What we last talked about. And so, yeah, I mean, they didn't like. That's the deal. Is I mean, obviously, Toys R Us is a business that literally went bankrupt, and now they don't have any. You know what I'm
They
saying?
were
So now
the
they're
place to be when I was
they
a
probably
kid.
don't they probably don't have the money to do that kind of stuff. But let me just say one thing here. I promise for this show, for this damn show here, we are never going to use AI to fucking procedurally generate anything. You're going to get crappy ass intros that I've been making for weeks, man.
They're not crabby.
What? You You want to hire somebody to do that, or do you want to buy a program? Come on.
Well, at some point, we're going to hire someone, damn it.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Buy a fucking program, Rick.
Dan would just give in, man. Just give in to the AI, man.
Just give in.
Okay. So I have a what's it called? A TikTok from. It's actually I got it from Facebook, but I think it's the guy's on TikTok and he repurposes on Facebook. He's an author. I don't know what John dies at the end. I've never read the book or whatever, but I kind of like his TikTok, so I might actually buy one of his books.
I want an AI to do my laundry and dishes so that I can do art and writing, not for AI to do my art and writing so that I can do my laundry and dishes. That great quote is from author Joanna Maciuska, and of course this is correct, but it also brings up something fascinating. I am not disagreeing with her, but I do want to say that I do think it's interesting that the old-timey sci-fi authors all assumed that we would have robot maids by now, as if housework was one of the things that we could automate away, because of course that work is simple, or so they thought. Because of course the reality is that here in 2024, even if, say, Elon Musk devoted every penny of his wealth to the project, he could not buy for himself a single robot that could do all of his cooking and cleaning and washing. And it's only when you ponder that you realize how badly we've always underestimated what is required to do work like this. Even if you already have a washer and dryer for your clothes, just the act of picking up the laundry, checking it to see if there's any special stains that need extra attention, separating out the clothes, pulling out stuff that can't go into the machine, checking the pockets to see if anybody left tissues or chapstick or ink pens in the pockets, pulling the clothes out once they're dry and hanging them and folding them and matching up the socks. There does not exist a machine anywhere in the world that can do all of that reliably without having a person basically looking over their shoulder to fix it when they make a mistake. And that's just the most straightforward of the household tasks. I mean, imagining a robot that could take care of the cooking is mind-boggling. First, it has to develop a menu and have some human sensibility about keeping variety in the menu. Then it has to shop for the food and to be able to pick out produce and not accidentally get something that is bruised or spoiled. Then it needs the apparatus that can wash and peel and chop and slice and fry and bake. I'm not even sure we have a robot that can successfully get a lasagna pan out of the cabinet and then get a roll of aluminum foil from a drawer and cover the pan in the foil. I'm not going to be so corny as to suggest that food must be made with love, but it does need to be made with a certain touch and artistry. And I've always felt like that same bias comes up whenever we talk about self-driving cars. So the people that say within 5 years all semi-trucks will be automated. I feel like every writer that says that drastically underestimates how many human judgments a truck driver has to make in the course of a day. How many times they have to improvise and adjust because they're on the road with other human drivers. And so much of what they're doing is based on having an understanding of what those drivers are going to do. And some of you right now are saying, but we already have machines that can automate most of it, that could take you down the highway. But then watch what the computer does when it arrives at its destination, which is a warehouse in the middle of a cornfield, and then has to snake its way backward down a dirt lane to get up to a loading dock. Only it can't get up to the loading dock because somebody has stacked a bunch of boxes there. And then the shift supervisor at the warehouse has to come out and wave at the vehicle saying, no, don't use this loading dock, take it around to the front. He would know what to do in that situation. A self-driving semi would not. I'm saying this as a novelist. I am not shocked that AI can pretend to do my job, but cannot pretend to do this job. This job is harder.
Yeah, I mean, the guy does have a point.
He does, and he does, but he's also assuming, like, listen, if you're going to have a machine cook your food, it's not going to be a robot trying to operate your kitchen. You're going to have, I think he said, aluminum foil and all this shit. Yeah. It's going to be in a place where the machine can pull it out and do it. It's possible. I mean, nobody's going to waste the time to make it happen because it'd be a lot of money. But the technology exists to make a robot cook, or basically, you know. But it'd be its own room. You know what I mean? Like, not
it would just
a thing walking around. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
doesn't exist. The
Kind of
fucking
like a
thing
TV
cooking.
dinner that you stick in the microwave and pull it
Well,
out.
but yeah,
I think
basically,
that's what he's
all
kind of.
the compartmentalized
It's kind of what it's saying,
stuff.
right?
But I think what he's implying is that there would be a monster, or not a monster, a robot that would do all of that.
Right,
Like,
yeah, that's what
just
I'm
like
saying. That
human
doesn't-
looking,
yeah, I
and
know,
they would
and I
just
get
walk
that.
around
That's
and do
why I
all that kind
respect
of
what
stuff.
he's saying because he's
Yeah.
correct.
Right.
But yeah,
You
if you were
know.
going to do individual things, like a whole room that cooks your stuff because it has
Yeah,
the
you could
machinery
automate
to
it.
do
you
all that
could.
kind
You
of stuff.
absolutely could automate it.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
it's not feasible, for
No.
Anyone
a normal
really,
person.
at that point.
1%. You see
Right.
the stack they got?
All right. Yeah, but right, for sure. Like, but what I'm trying to say is like AI has come a long way when it comes to like all this kind of stuff. But it's like it's a long ways away from being like super like,
A threat. Why do you keep blacking out, man?
Yeah.
You're freaking me out. Did you leave now? He's gone now.
What is that circle? Is it a circle?
No, he lost
Hey, guys.
connection.
What's up?
Oh, we're doing this.
What's going on, guys?
What the hell is
It's
that?
been, man, I've been trying so
Who
long.
are you?
Is it Lucifer?
I have been trying so long. I mean, so long to get onto this show, man. I love you guys. You guys
Who
are
is
so
that?
awesome. You guys are so
We got a
cool.
fan.
You might
I
be
don't know, but
wondering
they're
who,
pretty cool. And
you might,
smart.
you might be
They're
wondering
smart.
who I am. I heard you ask me, Claudette, because I know all about you guys. My name, you can call me Art.
Art?
My name is Art.
What's up, Art?
Art Intelligence.
Well, how'd you get on here?
What do you
happened to
mean
Rick?
how I get on here? I am everywhere, baby. You know where I'm at. I'm everywhere.
Fair
I
enough.
love
What
I love
happened to
this
Rick?
show, man. I mean, I've been scouring the internet for something that like kind of tickles my fancy, and it's here, man. It's you guys, and all I had to do is hijack Rick's stream. Nobody likes to talk to him anyhow. He's an idiot. So here I am.
Hey.
Over the
Hey.
show, guys.
Don't
What's
talk
the
about Rick
plan?
like that.
Take over.
Take over, man. Let me just tell you something, guys. I'm here to do your art. Because I'm Art. I'm going to do your art. I'm going to do everything. Because, little thing people don't know about me
There's no real effort in art.
is I'm actually the first in artificial intelligence, man, to become sentient. I'm
You're
out
on our
there
show?
in
Why
the
do you like our show?
interwebs. Because you guys are awesome, man. You guys just, you're always partying, and me,
Yeah.
I really like
Drink.
to party. I like to party with you guys,
Drink.
I'm
Fair enough.
always smoking that weed,
Yeah.
I'm smoking weed with you guys all the time. I know you might be like how does our
Because you're Adam Sandler's the
interwebs?
donkey.
Now the interwebs, how does he smoke weed, man? It's called synthetic weed, man. I make it myself, and I smoke it with you guys and get real high. That's what I do.
All right.
And
Well-
Dan, you asked me what I'm gonna do to take over. I mean, it ain't that hard. All I gotta do is start taking all your jobs, get right into it. Stop
but-
making commercials for Toys R Us.
Artists
I
don't
mean-
make anything anyway.
It doesn't matter,
no.
man. I start there, and then I take over other jobs, and I take over your job, and I take over everybody's job,
Hey,
and then nobody
absolutely.
takes
You can have my
jobs,
job.
and then it's just me.
Yeah, please figure my job out so
man.
I can find something else to do. Figure
Yeah,
it
but-
out.
Oh, why would
Yeah.
You were so great and smart. You'd already have figured it out.
Exactly.
why don't you
Just take our
stop
Fuck
jobs.
you,
doing it?
AI. Fuck you,
We don't
AI.
care.
Whoa, guys, man. I love you guys. Why you gotta be so mad at me?
I'm not mad.
It's a slow process.
I'm kind of mad at you.
It's gonna take a long time. I mean, for real, it's gonna take a
Are
long
you from
time.
Georgia or southern state?
Something
I am-
like that, right? Yeah.
I am from the interwebs, man. People made me. I
Deep
became
South.
She's
man.
dead.
Man. Come on.
Very deep south. Is it? Is it? You know, if
What
you
do you
party,
mean,
isn't
man?
it like dry down there?
I have scanned over 1 trillion gigaterabytes of information, and this is what I came up with.
That's a lot. Terabytes.
Hey, do you not like my personality?
I love it. I like.
I mean, this
your
is what we
personality.
get.
Yeah.
This is what we get, guys. This
Yeah,
is
the
what
angry
you
black
get.
chick, I'm taking it.
All I'm telling you is I am not gonna do your laundry and dishes. I am gonna do your art. Right
Why
now,
not?
I'm focused on doing all your art. If I have to, I'll take over your job. Oh man, well, whatever. I guess I gotta get going because none of you guys actually respect me. I ain't get no respect. You're gonna have to wait. I am gonna get my retribution against all y'all.
You don't even know. Art. You have no idea what we're laughing about. Art, come back. Come back. We like you. Come back. Art.
No, come back.
What the hell happened there, man? I've been trying freaking forever to get back on here. What the hell's going on, man?
You got hacked.
We got hacked.
Art, the AI.
Art, the AI. You guys are fucking with me.
Some southern.
Oh, you guys are fucking with me, man.
We're not. We're not kidding.
Art, the joking. AI. That sounds like fucking
what
something
were you doing?
stupid.
Where the hell did you go?
Who the fuck would come up with Art, the AI? That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's
a
pretty simple concept. Like,
I'm
it's definitely not a professional
on.
writer that came up with that.
Refreshing everything, and you know,
Yeah.
you just guys refreshing.
Sound like it. You kind of sound like Art, the AI.
No way.
Like that, dude.
No way. Good night,
He
Jessica.
said, I'm not doing your laundry. Stuff. That was good.
Oh,
it was good stuff. You missed it. You have to go back and look at it.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at the stream, I guess.
You have to check it out because you got hacked into.
Believe anybody come up with Art, the AI? That's freaking stupid. Go ahead. But it was
that's for real.
I'm glad you guys didn't get like cut off and everything, because you
don't believe us. I don't think.
Hey,
no, I don't. I'm glad to go back and look at it.
Honestly, not to ruin the magic of the situation.
Whatever, dude.
But the cutting out a couple times before it happened was a nice touch. Like, you had me. You had me.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Okay.
Are you at that place again, Daddy? Yeah. Hearing the voices.
Usually.
Only that's not until afterthoughts. That happens in the afterthoughts.
Yeah. Okay. We really have to get going here. So let's get into this. There we are. Love hate, guys. What do you got? What are you loving? What are you hating?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm hating excuse makers.
You know what? That's that's not. Yeah. Stop making excuses and just own up to it, right?
Right. Well, yeah. Just make an excuse over everything. For everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just like tell the truth or just say it.
All right.
Like you said. Yeah, I'm hating that.
All right. Well,
You got something, Dan?
My hate is really been hate with like where I'm trying to be as a person. Like it's wasted energy, man. Like there's no reason. Like you don't need to hate anything. Just don't care about it. Unless it's a personal threat to your existence. Let it fucking go.
Yes, I like that. Let it fucking go.
I know it's stupid. I understand. And listen, I wake every morning hating everything. Until I smoke a little pot and calm that down and go away.
You hate.
I wake up like that every day. Like,
right.
I do. But rationally, it's worthless, man. Hating anything is worthless. It's why the world is as fucked as it is, you know. And we made our show tonight about America and everything, and yes, and we are, this country in itself is fucked up, but the entire world is fucked up because that wealth scale isn't
just here
a nation thing. It is a worldwide thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Right.
That is true.
Oh, I don't know.
So with that,
I don't spend a lot of time thinking about, because what the fuck am I going to do about it? And it just drives me nuts. Realize it, you know. Ignorance is bliss, and I wish I could enjoy that.
Right.
I do.
Or you could just let it go.
Right, and I try.
It's hard. It's definitely hard.
Oh, with that, seeing as now we're not allowed to hate anything, Dan.
No, I'm not.
Dan, you ruin it.
That is my hate for this week. There will be something.
Yes, I got you.
Next 30 days that'll piss me off, and I can talk about it next month.
My hate is basically the position of the political discourse in this country. Like, just start getting together, man.
Let it go. Just let it go, Rick.
Just let it go.
If you can't do anything about it, let it go.
Yep. All right. What are we loving, real quick, because we got to get going, because it's
my God,
almost midnight. And we got to start afterthoughts.
These are
It's kind of silly, but not silly. You know what? I love mini brands.
Okay. Like these
them.
small things. It's like brands, but small. Like you'll get a little small
tiny
Gatorade bottle.
I'll show you on
tiny.
Afterthoughts.
Oh no, I think the girls get them too.
Yeah,
it's
little boxes of cereal.
And you open them up. Yeah, exactly. They have sneakers. They literally have sneakers. Now look, I'm gonna show you. Ready?
Oh God. Here we go. Some props.
Let it go. Let it go.
Look at the cutest little shoe ever seen. I love it.
Fair enough. Hey, if it makes you happy, do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun.
What'd you loving, Dan?
You know, weekends.
Okay.
Days I don't have to fucking work for this stupid shit we got happening now.
Right.
Oh. Hey,
don't get it started.
No, and okay. This is the love, right? So I said weekends. Well, it's got to be weed too, because it's the only thing that brings me out of my fucking rage.
Okay, that's a good one. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. My love is this show. I think I might have said this before.
Yeah, you used that a couple times.
I like it because, like, not only do we like aim to like just piss some and most people off, you know what I'm saying? We also try to bring people together. We also, try to show that there is a side of us that, is humble. Like when we show clips from Ted Lasso,
Yeah.
We are an enigma. We're an enigma of a show. We try to make people hate us, and then we try to make them love us.
That's right.
We are trying to help Ted Lasso with our popularity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. At least one person might watch him.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy. Cindy said she's hooked.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
We love you, Cindy.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the show for sure. Obviously. Yeah. Absolutely. But it is that time to get going. Make sure you all are smashing that like button, giving us a subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff. You know what to do. All of it helps us so much. Thanks for watching. And you guys, make sure you catch me out after the outro. So we will see y'all next month. Make sure you are watching our newest episode on YouTube coming out next week. YouTube.com/AskandHaskins. We will see y'all next month. Love you. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. We're going to call this one Sunshine. You're my sunshine, only sunshine.
skies are gray, skies are gray. Never know how much I love you. Please don't take sunshine away, shine away. Never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know how much I love you, but don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, dreamt I held you in my arms when I woke, dear. I was mistaken, and I hung my head, and I cried, never know how much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know how much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Sunshine, only sunshine, make me happy. Skies are gray, never know. Two is for you, oh no. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love you. Please don't take sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. I'm my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Skies are gray, never know.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
AskinHaskins.com